Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the mining series. This episode is not going to be anything grindy. I'm not going to be grinding anything. I'm not going to be grinding any drills. I'm not going to be grinding any progress. It's just a video to catch up on the update that is releasing tomorrow. So according to the forums, there's an update releasing, and according to the alpha server, which is the server that I'm in right now, this is what it looks like. So first of all, we have the RNG meter for the nucleus runs, which is amazing. Now I've already put mine on Devon's alloy, but now you actually can grind for all of these items that have a rare chance of dropping, like Quick Claw or Devon's alloy or Jade Roll. So before this, you actually genuinely had 0.005% chance of dropping a Devon's alloy, and you just had to do as many nucleus runs as you could in order to get it. So now this is a really good change that you can actually grind for it and increase your chances instead of just doing it based on luck. So there's that. And then the other thing is that they have just completely revamped the Heart of the Mountain tree. So now we have different types of fortune, but we also have this thing where mining fortune has been nerfed. So before this update, it used to be like this, right? There used to be a universal mining fortune, and then there used to be a gemstone mining fortune. Now there is this universal mining fortune which only goes up to 100, and then there's this other universal mining fortune which only goes up to 150, which adds up to 250 compared to the 500 that it was before. So each of these perks used to give 5 fortune per level, but now mining fortune 1 gives you 2 fortune per level, and mining fortune 2, which is now called Fortunate Mine Man, gives you 3 fortune per level. So that has been cut in half, but instead we have block fortune and ore fortune right here. So old school is ore fortune. Ore is basically anything that's ore related, like diamond ore or mithril ore. I'm guessing titanium falls under it as well. Blockhead is block fortune, so I don't know, endstone, obsidian, things like that, I'm guessing are considered blocks. And yeah, so each level adds 5 and it goes up to 20, so that's 100 fortune right there. So I guess you can get the fortune back from these types of fortunes, but overall I think that's a nerf to mining fortune in general. Now they've also changed a lot of things about the mining abilities. So the mining speed boost used to be grants 300% mining speed. Now it grants 250%. At level 3, I think it's also 300%, and it used to be like 400%. So they've nerfed mining speed boost by a lot, reasonably so, because mining speed boost was the end-all be-all of all abilities when it came to mining. Everyone used mining speed boost. Nobody used any other abilities. So they've buffed Pickobulus, throw your pickaxe, create an explosion, mining all ores within a 3-block radius, and the cooldown is now 60 seconds. They've buffed Maniac Miner. They have added Anomalous Desire instead of Vein Seeker. So now if you unlock this ability, it increases the chances of rare occurrences by 40% for 30 seconds. So rare occurrences include golden goblins, diamond goblins, glaciite mine shafts, worms, powder gas. So this is basically good for Scathe grinding. So Scathe grinding did not have a perk before, I believe, and now it does. So if you have this, you can Scathe grind a lot easier than before. And then up here, the other thing that they added that I really like is the fact that they added Pristine into the Heart of the Mountain. So now if you get to the Heart of the Mountain tier 10, which is the maximum tier, you can unlock Pristine perk, and you can upgrade it via glaciite powder, which is acquired in the glaciite tunnels, of course. Now, they've also made some changes to the forge. If you take a look here, now you have 7 slots instead of 5, which is amazing. Forge recipes. These are also a lot easier to navigate now. They're a lot more organized. Refining, there's gear, there's perfect gems, there are foraging, reforged stones, pets, tools, drill parts, and other. The only thing that people don't like about this is that the drill parts now require you to be Heart of the Mountain tier 9 and tier 8. So Sapphire Polished Drill Engine requires tier 8, and amber polish drill engine, which is the drill engine used for all of the drills usually because it's the best drill engine in the game, is now unavailable for players under Heart of the Mountain tier 9. So that's a bit of an annoying change, but it's also understandable. And the perfectly cut fuel tank also requires Heart of the Mountain tier 8. So these are a bit of annoying changes, but at the same time they kind of make sense, because if you need to be max mining, you need to actually be max mining, like maximum Heart of the Mountain and everything else. So pretty much everything that they've added makes sense. And what they've named this update is modernizing mining. So what they mean by that, I'm guessing, is probably just like exploring other aspects of mining. You know, they're trying to balance out other mining abilities to like make people use them more often. They're trying to add ore fortune, block fortune, all of these things to make other methods of mining more common in the player base. So if we check here, so if we look here, they've changed a few things. So titanium insanium is no longer on the left side, instead it's on the right side. Precision mining is no longer on the right side all the way over here, it is now on the left side. And the quick forge is all the way over here, so it's a little more difficult to get to. So now it's like you basically have to reset your Heart of the Mountain for any specific type of mining that you're doing. You can't just do one ultimate Heart of the Mountain build and just do everything with it. You know, you have to reset your Heart of the Mountain and actually like unlock the perks that you need for the specific type of mining that you're doing. And then they also added this stat called mining spread. So mining spread is actually the same thing as mining adjacent blocks. So whatever perk that had adjacent ores or adjacent blocks now instead has mining spread. And you know, efficient miner, when they added mining spread, it used to say it has like a 0.43% chance or like a 30% chance to give you this much mining spread, whatever. Now it's just flat out just gives you mining spread in general. So mole and efficient miner, both of these, first of all, mole has been moved down 2 tiers on the Heart of the Mountain tree, so that's good. And these two both give you mining spread. Efficient miner gives you mining spread on everything, I think, and mole gives you mining spread on only Hearthstone, just as before. And then they also removed the heat immunity from the Bal Pet, so now you can unlock this perk right here and upgrade it, max it out all the way to 80 heat resistance, and use this one instead of the Bal Pet. So there's that. They added a fishing perk, which is pretty interesting. So for all the people that fish in the Crystal Hollows or Huishai Tunnels, this is going to be pretty interesting. This is going to be pretty cool. Overall, I just think this update has nerfed mining fortune for absolutely no reason. I don't understand like the nerf behind this, but I do understand all the other changes. I can see why they nerfed mining fortune if they release more stuff after this to like help you get more mining fortune. Otherwise, again, it just makes no sense for them to cut the mining fortune in half. And what this means for my series specifically is that before tomorrow, I'm gonna have to get as much mithril and titanium as I can to get myself enough materials for the 555 at least, because the 655 requires everything that you can buy off of Bazaar or you can get from Crystal Hollows. So I'm not necessarily worried about that. What I am worried about is the 555, because this drill requires the most amount of materials in terms of mithril and titanium. Like the 655 still requires 10 mithril plates, which is insane, and 32 refined titanium, but that's still gonna be not too difficult to get once the update drops, because it's not like they're cutting mining fortune in half completely. They're just cutting the Heart of the Mountain mining fortune in half, and they also added ore fortune, so it's gonna make up for the nerf a little bit now. But yeah, that's pretty much what it means for the series. They also, this mining spread perk, this mining spread stat also really buffs powder mining in the Crystal Hollows apparently, and also just Hearthstone grinding. So once I'm done grinding the materials for the drills, I'm gonna be doing a lot of powder mining. I might not make an episode for grinding the materials for the drills because it's literally today. Tomorrow is the update. I have today to take advantage of the mining fortune that I have, and then tomorrow is just gonna be nerfed. Again, it's not that big of a nerf, but it is a nerf overall, so it's safe to say that today is my best chance of getting as much material as I can. They've also buffed treasure chests, so they give you twice as much powder as they used to before, mithril and gemstone, so it's going to be a lot easier to max out the powder. But yeah, next episode specifically is just going to be me explaining how I got my almost maxed out Devon armor. It's going to be like a flipping guide, and then after that I'll be grinding powder again. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was just a quick update on the mining update that's going to release tomorrow and how it's going to affect my series. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I record the next episode.
Peace.